So you're making profits from your Forex trading, whether it be your personal account or your funded prop firm account. How are you supposed to spend these profits, or even better, save and invest them? In the past couple of years, I've had over 6 figures in prop firm payouts and, multiple accounts grown from personal funds. And personally, I don't withdraw from personal accounts because I feel like the only reason you should actually need to withdraw from these personal accounts is when it's your only source of income. So let's say you don't have prop firms, you don't have other businesses, and your only income is based off trading your personal account. This is when you should take money out and obviously pay any bills or expenses which you actually have. But if that's not the case and all your expenses are actually paid for, then you are better off just leaving the money in the account, compound that money up, and it just means that the account will grow as you are growing with your profits as well. So if you're withdrawing from the personal account, this should only be used for expenses. If you're withdrawing from your prop firm account, this is where I would actually invest and buy different things very, very differently. I feel like one of the best ways to actually spend your prop firm profits is to buy more challenges, because to increase your profits, the best way is to increase your capital instead of the profit you're actually making percentage wise. You can make 5% profit. Let's say you're making 5% a month for the year, which is very, 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 very good. 2% a month is very, very good. If you scale up the capital, 2%, you're making multiple 6 figures per year, just making a couple of percent per month. So in this example, say you're making 5% per month and you're trading a $200,000 account, which means 5% is obviously $10,000. You get a $10,000 payout and you're like, what should I do with this now? So let's say you spend 2K of that 10K on 2 new challenges. So 400K worth of challenges. You pass these and now you've got 600K. 600K, 5% per month of 600K is 3 times your original. So this is $30,000 per month. So you're taking the exact same trades. You're still making the same amount of profit per month, but the dollars you're making has tripled. The same percentage, you've just reinvested your profits to potentially make more profits in the future. Let's say you do this and you try and scale up to $1 million to $2 million in funded. At this stage, if you are getting 2%, 3% payouts, that is, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 per month from these payouts because of the large account size. And this is when I feel like you can use these profits to invest back into your personal account. You don't want to solely focus on trading a live account without having prop firms. And I feel like you shouldn't just trade a prop firm account without having a personal account that you're trading as well. I feel like they go hand in hand. Personal account's always going to be there. You can withdraw 100% of the profits whenever you want. 100% of the profits are yours. There are no drawdown rules. There's nothing to stop you from entering trades or losing a certain amount. So that is the main benefit of trading personal accounts. Whereas with prop firms, you obviously have the rules, but it's capital which you're not actually risking. So if you're using the profits from this prop firm, let's say 40, 50% of the profits you're making per month, if you can obviously afford to do so, maybe put that into your personal account and just grow that. The best case scenario is when your personal account ends up being the same size, if not bigger, than your prop firm accounts. Because when you're actually at this stage, it means that, let's say something happens, you lose your prop firm accounts, you hit a losing streak and you lose them all. It doesn't matter because your personal account, you've been consistently trading, compounding, growing that account alongside. So it means you still have that safety net to actually trade on. You can also invest into businesses outside of the trading industry. And I feel like this is really, really good because to make money in trading, you have to actively be trading every day, every week, every month to actually get the results. You need to constantly be refining your edge. You need to be back testing, forward testing, live trading, journaling your results. It's quite active and it's quite full on sometimes for a lot of people, depending on your trading style, obviously. It can get to a point where, let's say you've been trading for 10 years, you're not really getting anywhere. Obviously, you're making loads of money, but it's active. It's just like working a normal job. Obviously, you have, location freedom, time freedom and everything like this, but still you are working. I feel like investing into businesses that aren't related to the trading industry or businesses that maybe they're in the trading industry, but they don't rely on you actively trading, it's definitely a good way to actually make money work for you. You want to make your money work for you and not use your time to earn the money. If you're just using your time, you're basically just a slave to the markets and you have to be constantly doing analysis, entering trades, managing trades. Whereas if you have businesses outside where you're using your trading profits to actually grow. It's going to be nice in a couple of years when they actually grow. It could get to the point where you eventually exit these businesses, you sell them, and then you never have to work again. Wouldn't that just be great? You can also invest into index funds. I'll always invest into the S&P 500. It's just a great index fund that's historically always done very, very well. I think last year was a very, very good year for the S&P 500. So the portfolio is looking very, very healthy at the moment. I don't doubt that will fluctuate a great deal over the coming 20, 30, 40 years. But investing and trading, completely different. Trading, you kind of care more about your results. With investing, you kind of put your money in there and just leave it. You don't care if the next 6 months it's losing or it's dropping in value. It's for the long term. It's probably how a lot of traders should actually look at their trading, because it doesn't matter how much you can make in this week or this month or the next 6 months even. It's about the whole year or the next 5 years. Are you profitable? Because let's say you're looking for investor capital or you're building a track record. That's all that really, really matters. And another thing which I'd actually say that a lot of people don't actually talk about is improving your setup. So this setup here, I've gone through numerous different setups. I started with just, a laptop and a single monitor. Then I went to 4 monitors. Then I went to 1 big monitor, and now I'm back to two monitors just side by side. But I feel like having a good setup, a good environment where you actually trade from would definitely help your results get better. If you don't have a nice setup and you don't have good monitors, your eyes are like, you're squinting, trying to look at the screen. It's not a nice scenario. If it's not a nice environment to actually be in, you're not going to want to spend the hours building your business, refining your edge, backtesting, journaling, actually trading. You're not going to want to do that. You're going to want to be out of your office or out of wherever your setup is in your house. I feel like if you have a nice environment, it's definitely a lot nicer to work, and it's more appealing to actually sit down and get your work done. You don't have to spend tens of thousands of pounds. Obviously mine is quite expensive because, let's say the camera, the lights, the screens, the Herman Miller chair, the PC, everything like that. Obviously I went for like the higher end sort of setup, but you don't need that. You can get a very, very good setup for a few £1,000s. And if you're making a decent amount of profits from trading, this is kind of a no-brainer in my opinion. You could obviously trade from a laptop. You could just buy a MacBook and just trade from that. But I feel like having a set room or a designated room or area of your house just for trading or just for working is definitely a good way to actually eliminate distractions to ensure you get all your work done on time. So if you have any other ways of spending or maybe saving or investing your profits, leave them in the comments for the other viewers to actually see. Maybe they can learn a thing or two from people's different scenarios, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.